Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Burn.
It's your girl Mina, and we are back with another video.
And today we are going to be talking about how the feds allegedly found out that the rapper Lil Durk has paid for yet another killing, right? To avenge his brother's death, because his brother died a few years ago, and he was murdered outside of a party. And nobody knows who did it. So they believe that they already know who did it. And Lil Durk already paid for it. Shout out to End of Sentence. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And I appreciate y'all. Let's get it.
One of hip-hop's biggest superstars now indicted on murder for hire. Represented by a man known as the billion-dollar lawyer, whose clients range from celebrities to the president. A battle will be taking place in a federal courtroom, and prosecutors have now unsealed and announced their latest move towards victory. What's up, everybody? It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on the feds alleging Lil Durk has been involved in another murder for hire after getting revenge for his brother's death. As we all know, Durk has been taken down by the feds and charged with ordering/funding the broad day execution of Quando Rondo's cousin Lil Pab. Cameras would capture the hunting, shooting, and aftermath at the scene. Lyrics would fuel rumors, leading to conspiracies, and 3 words would seemingly curse Durk. But further investigation would reveal Durk's blood money went beyond just one killing. June 6, 2021, roughly 40 minutes from downtown Chicago, was the small city of Harvey, Illinois. Just after midnight outside of a nightclub, an on-scene officer would observe a man with a gun. Attempting to confront the suspect, the officer was shot in the thigh and gunfire erupted. After the smoke settled, 32-year-old Dante Banks, the older brother of Lil Durk, lay dead with a gunshot to the head. 2 years later, the FBI's Chicago Homicide Task Force would file a cell phone search warrant relating to the murder of a man named Stephon Mack. On January 27, 2022, Mack was leaving the Youth Peace Center in Roseland on the far south side of Chicago. 2 men exited a parked stolen vehicle and opened fire. 24-year-old Mack died at the scene. The shooters would abandon the stolen vehicle, fleeing the scene on foot in 2 separate directions. The FBI would identify the shooters as 24-year-old Anthony Montgomery and 23-year-old Preston Powell. Anthony would unintentionally leave his cell phone in the vehicle before committing the murder. 3 minutes after the murder, Preston would call the cell phone 3 times. 34 minutes after the murder, Anthony's girlfriend would report the phone stolen. So who was Stephon Mack? According to the FBI, at the time of his death, Mack was the leader of the Smashville GDs, a small faction of gangster disciples that controlled territory from 83rd to 87th and Ashland Ave to Damon. Mack had been released from federal prison a year before his death and was enrolled as a Young Peace Center participant. The YPC he was killed in front of was a non-profit organization offering youth-related workshops, mentoring teens and teaching youth skills to avoid conflict and violence. Most likely a condition of his federal prison release, being gunned down in front of a building that teaches teens to avoid violence just shows the true brutality of Chicago. Federal agents would make use of a confidential human source, otherwise known as an informant. He'd worked with the FBI for over 5 years, and in that time has been paid $12,000 for his services, meaning he's been snitching full-time for only $2,400 a year. A former gang member with 1 conviction for carrying a firearm, the informant has provided accurate and reliable information on numerous violent acts carried out by gang members on the south side of Chicago that has been verified by law enforcement and used to federally prosecute many. This informant would identify Anthony Montgomery as a member of Mike City, a small faction of black disciples that control territory from South 85th to South 87th, and from Carpenter to Sangamon Street on the south side. Anthony can be seen in a photo with Lil Durk, and according to the informant, the leader of Mike City could be seen in Durk's music video for Aha. The second killer of Mac, Preston Powell, has also lived within Mike City territory, and at the time of the murder resided in an area known as Risky Road. According to the informant, Lil Durk was and still is offering money for anyone to kill those responsible for his brother D-Thang's death, and more specifically, for any gangster disciple that's killed. The informant advised the FBI D-Thang was killed by members of Dump Street, a GD faction on the south side. One Dump Street member in particular was a close associate of murder victim Stephon Mack. According to records and information provided by YPC, Mack arrived just after noon, and roughly 2.5 hours later, a black tinted Chrysler arrived in the parking lot, waiting 40 minutes for Mack to exit the building. As the gunfire erupted, Mack ran for his life only to be chased down and shot to death with a Ruger AR-556 rifle. Immediately following the killing, the shooter was captured on ring camera yelling, "Marley, yo, come on, Marley." The rifle used would be recovered in a vacant lot east of the YPC. When the gunfire initiated, a YPC security guard attempted to intervene, only to be shot in the leg by the second shooter. With Anthony leaving his cell phone behind, investigators would recover communication with whom they found to be Anthony's girlfriend. She'd be interviewed, informing law enforcement that Anthony went by the nickname AJ. Fingerprints were recovered from a white cup left in the stolen Chrysler belonging to Preston. According to the informant, Preston went by the name JB Marley or Marley, as could be heard by AJ, who was captured on ring camera yelling Marley after killing Mac. So federal investigators were confident that AJ gunned down Mac with a rifle, while Marley shot the security guard with a handgun. The feds would also make the connection to Lil Durk's song Aha, quoting his lyrics that they believe describe the murder of Mac, and hint at Durk openly bragging about paying for killings. 5 days after Mac was killed, the FBI would learn Anthony purchased a new phone and spoke with Preston as to when he'd be paid for the killing. Anthony's new phone would be seized during an unrelated arrest for fleeing from a stolen vehicle, and a search warrant would produce text to a number saved as Marley 2 saying, "What's up with OTF?" "Nothing." "What you mean? They still paying?" "We waiting. He comes up here the 17th. On February 17th, AJ would again text Marley saying, "Stand on that while you with Durk them. Did Durk give you that money?" 2 weeks later, Mike City AJ would post a picture to his Facebook story with a large sum of cash and Lil Durk's song Aha playing. So to sum it up, Dumb Street.
And that's exactly what it should be called. He said it's called Dumb Street. That's exactly, everybody on that motherfucking street, y'all live by that motherfucking title. Because y'all, man, it's not the 1970s, 80s no more where you could just take somebody's life and don't think that these white folks ain't finna get behind this investigation. They're discovering shit from the 80s and the 90s just because technology is more advanced nowadays. So it's that nothing never just falls through the cracks. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that motherfuckers are still pulling murder hits in 2024, almost 25, it's too many movies, man. Too many mob movies. Too obsessed with this shit. You're not gonna get away with it nowadays. You're not gonna get away with it. It's not how it was in the 90s, 80s. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different world right now, man.
And there's just so much going on because one, he forgot his phone in the car, then the other one left a cup in there. So it's just like, and then you're yelling names. So I think, are they getting rookies too?
They yelling names on camera.
Yes, there's so many cameras. If you see 5 houses, I bet you 3 of them got cameras. Yeah. And then you're posting on social media. So that's why I say social media is kind of like a drug, because what was the point of you showing all this money and you're playing Lil Durk and then you forgot your phone and then somebody left a cup?
So then think back in the 80s or the 90s or the 70s or the 60s, when you actually would catch a body. There was no social media for you to go brag on. That you couldn't count your money in the 60s on social media. You know what I'm saying? That was one of them things where word of mouth, it really took time for that word of mouth to build.
Yeah, and
you know what I'm saying? If you wanted to live in that light, you know what I'm saying? But nowadays they want to live in that light and have that power of I'm a street hero, or I'm a criminal mastermind. You feel me? I'm able to look at what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And all the white folks gotta do is go to your Instagram nowadays, or your Facebook, or your cousin's Facebook, or your girlfriend. It's not hard for them. It's super easy to solve crimes nowadays, man. And you got motherfuckers like Lil Durk, millionaires, not just 1-2 millionaire, millions of dollars. You know, net worth, houses, assets, jewelry, just everything. And you still participating in hood politics in a neighborhood that you don't even live in no more. You're asleep, bro. You're asleep. You're stupid. And I'm a Lil Durk fan, but that's a stupid ass decision for you to make, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta kill motherfuckers with success. You gotta kill motherfuckers with success, man. You trying to get retaliation through individuals that you don't even hang around and be around, and who are you putting a bounty out? That ain't, I don't know, man. It just seems like maybe you didn't know no better. You know what I'm saying? Maybe everybody around you was on that type of time, so you participated in what's around you, or you literally crashed out and didn't care that it was gonna happen because you knew you thought your money could save you. Who knows what this man was thinking when he did this shit? Like,
yeah, but then it's also so many people around, because you got somebody that's been an informant for 5 years getting paid $12,000, and that's $2,400, he said, in each year. So you have people in your circle who are like smiling with you. No, $2,400 a year, because he got paid $12,000 in 5 years. So you're literally working for the FBI for chump change. Not even chump change. You can't even rent a place.
Change.
Literally. So it's just like you're not knowing who you got around you in your circle. You saw that group picture. Everybody was in there. The snitch, I'm sure, is somewhere in there, because he was identifying who's who. Yeah. So it's just, everything here just looks wrong. Like, it was just meant for disaster.
Duke, who's currently in jail fighting 2 murder charges, allegedly opened fire at Club O, killing Durk's brother D-Thang. Stephon Mack, a close associate of Dump Street, would be murdered in an act of revenge by Mike City AJ, along with another man named Marley, who shot a security guard during the hit. AJ left his cell phone behind, Marley left fingerprints, and AJ would later buy another phone where he texted Marley about being paid by Durk. At this time, Lil Durk has not been officially charged with funding the murder of Mack, but this information has been used to deny Durk bail and his federal murder for hire case, and paint the image that Durk is as evil as any mob boss, using money and power to bury his enemies. Now this is a lot to take in, and the thing is, Durk wasn't even charged with this, so I don't know why this is being used as an example against him when they didn't have enough proof to indict him for it. I mean, from the text messages recovered, it doesn't even seem like anybody got paid for this, because the little amount of money he's showing, even if that's all hundreds, that's not like killing people money. That ain't no $50,000, that ain't no $10,000, that's like $2,000. You know what I mean? He could have got that himself. He didn't need to get that from no Durk. So I feel like that post is just him trying to act like he got paid so he doesn't look pussy for not getting paid, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? But I don't know how they're using this against Durk and he hasn't been charged with it. And knowing Durk got the $1 billion lawyer on his side, I feel like his lawyer would easily pick that apart and make that go away. The thing is, they're trying to get Durk on anything they can. Being that this case is so brand new, I wouldn't be surprised if more shit comes to light.
Yeah, like I said before, that was a great video.
That was.
But I don't think that, and this is just my opinion, because when the feds get involved, that mean they know what they're doing. They don't just go for nothing. I think they like 99.5. You know what I'm saying? So who knows how this will end? I'm praying that it does come out okay for him. He's a good rapper. He's a good influencer, and he's a family man. So you know what I mean. So hopefully this all works itself out. What's your opinion, my baby?
My opinion is like I don't want to call him 1090 Jake. I'll just call him Jake. What Jake said, maybe he was just showing off the money, so he didn't seem, like a little B because he didn't get paid.
Oh.
So that was a very interesting point. I know you said you wanted to look out, hope everything works out for him, but if he did do that and he did get that, kill those people off just because they killed his brother, I don't know. I'm not know. But I don't think that was right. So whatever happens must have just been in his cards. Because that was messed up on both parts. So
yeah,
heavy.
They always say when you seek revenge on other people that did you wrong, you should dig 2 graves, one for yourself and one for your enemies. Because in the process of seeking revenge, there's something that's gonna go wrong. I don't know. It's just something about walking that path.
The revengeful path.
You walk that. It's something that's good. You're sharpening the blade for yourself too. You know what I'm saying? And this is an example of that. So, give me your comments. Give me your thoughts, your ideas. Put it in text. Put it on the internet. It's the internet. Y'all put your thoughts. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I see y'all in the next motherfucking video. One love.